Here's how I caught 10R on the Nasdaq this morning. Coming into market open, I was quite neutral. As you can see, the daily candle does not have a bottom wick, right? We have a devil's mark on the daily candle. So I would have loved to see price action put in a wick on this daily candle today. So to me, it would make sense if price can tap into somewhere into OTE of this range and then send us back down. And as you can see on the hourly time frame, it just looks like it's slowly chopping up, right? It's just generating lows. Failure swing after failure swing after failure swing, right? Granted, all of this LR is available, it would make sense for a short-term bullish move up before getting the distribution lower. So again, something like price opening up into this internal low and then going up would make sense for shorts later on in the day. And at 9:30, we were presented with just that. Price opens up into that 15-minute internal low. There's a 30-second IFVG here where you could have taken a long position and targeted these accumulation highs, or, a 1-to-1. And as you can see, that would have hit. However, I faded this setup here because we already mitigated what would have been my break-even point before going inverse. So I was not interested in this anymore. As we play out price action, we can see that price slowly chops around and then we start getting displacement down. Now, what is causing this displacement down? We actually have to look at ES. As you can see, ES mitigated this 15-minute internal high and started giving displacement lower. So now having that ES is in a place to distribute lower and Nasdaq is actually following through too, I am seeking shorts towards that daily devil's mark. And quickly, as you could see, price tagged the 618 perfectly off this 4-hour range and started displacing down. There is a 1-minute inversion here where you could have had an earlier entry, and I think this is super valid. This would have been a great trade, but I decided not to take it. I wanted to see more confirmation. And that brings us to the setup that I took. As you could see, 10 a.m. opened higher slightly and then distributed lower. Price then came and tapped that 10 a.m. open and started displacing lower. At this point, I'm looking for an entry. Putting my OTE on this 1-minute leg, I see that the 0.5 aligns perfectly with CE of this 1-minute gap. I place a limit there, which stops right above that candle. And as you can see, price tags us in perfectly and just distributes down beautifully to that daily devil's mark. A trade netting you 10R. And as you can see, after putting in that daily wick, price just started ripping up higher, slowly chopping up, and I was off the charts by here anyways. That about wraps it up for me today. Let me know what trades you took down below, and I'll see you on the next video.